Hi, today we are going to see about HTML hypertext markup language, which is defined by HTML. Introduction to HTML. That means HTML, it stands for hypertext markup language. HTML is used to create web pages and web applications. HTML is widely used language on the web, which we can create a static website by HTML only. That means technically today's world HTML is a markup language rather than a programming language. In HTML, we are going to use the number of tags. HTML tags are like keywords which defines that how web browser will format and display the content. With the help of the records, a web browser can be distinguished between an HTML content and a simple content. HTML contains three parts of the tag. That means opening tag. First we have starting the program. Next content. Content is the body of the tag and closing tag. But HTML tags are unclosed tags. All HTML tags must enclosed within brackets. That means this brackets. Every tag in HTML perform different tasks. If you have used an open tag, then you should compulsory use an closed tag, except some of the tags. That means BR, that means break. Syntax: tag, content, tag. That is a good examples. Bold. In bold we have to use B. For italic we are going to use I. For underline we are going to U. Like this we have some tags. Some with the end of the content we have to close to the tag. HTML tags examples: P, paragraph chart. Heading we have 6 level: H1, H2, H3, H4, H5, H6. Next, bold tag, italic tag and underline tag. Unclosed HTML tags. Some HTML tags are closed, for example BR and HR. For these two tags there are no closed tag. BR tag stands for break line. It can breaks the line of the code. In HR tag, HR stands for horizontal rule. This tag is used to put a line across the web page. HTML attribute. HTML attributes are special words which provide an additional information about the elements or attributes or the modifier of the HTML element. Each element or tag can have attributes which define the behavior of that element. Attribute should always be applied with start tag. The attribute should always be applied with its name and value pair. The attribute's name and values are case sensitive and it is recommended by the W3C that it should be written in lowercase only. You can multiple attributes in one HTML element but need to give space between two attributes. Syntax: element, attribute name equal to value, content and the close of the element. Example: doc type HTML. HTML, this is the opening tag, head, closing head, body, content of the body and HTML. HTML elements. An HTML file is made up of elements. These elements are responsible for creating the web pages and define the content in that web page. An element in HTML usually consists of a start tag, tag name, close tag, tag name, and content instead between them. Technically, an element is a collection of start tag, attributes, end tags, content between them. HTML formatting. HTML formatting is a process of formatting the text but better look and feel. It provides an ability to format the text without using the CSS. CSS is the define of the cascading style sheet. There are many formatting tags in HTML. These tags are used to make text the bold, italic and or underlined. There are almost 14 options available that how text appears in HTML and XHTML. In HTML, the formatting tags are divided into two categories. The first one is physical tag, the second one is logical tag. In physical tag are used to provide the visual appearance to the text. In logical tags are used to add some logical or semantic value to the text. HTML text formatting the elements. B defines the bold text without any extra importance. Strong element which defines a strong text with added the semantic importance. I can be defined by the italic in the text format without any extra importance. EM element is defined the embossed text with added the semantic importance. Mark element which defines the mark or highlighted the text. Del element is defines the deleted or the removed of the text. Ins element can be inserted or added the text in the text formatting the elements. Subscript elements can be used by the text in the lower case. In the superscript, we are going to use the in the highest value of the text. HTML heading. Yeah, HTML headings or HTML in tag can be defined as the title or a subtitle which you can want to display on the web page. When place the text in the heading tag H1 to the H1, it is displayed on the browser in the bold format and the size of the text depends on the number of headings. There are 6 different HTML headings which are defined with the H1 to H6 tags from the highest level. That means H1 is the highest level and the lowest level is the H6 heading. It can be differentiate the size of the heading tag. H1 is the largest heading tag. H6 is the smallest one. So H1 is used for the most important heading and H6 is used for the least important. This is an example for headings, that means H1 to H6 level. HTML image. In HTML tag, we are going to use the image tag. It can be used to display the image on the web page. In the image tag is an empty tag that contains attributes only. Closing tags are used to in HTML image element. Let us see an example of HTML image. H2 is a heading level, that means level of heading in the second level. We have to use the tag as the in image source, that is the good morning, it's my image name. And alt, what we have to going to give the text means good morning friends. This is the attributes of HTML image tag. This is means image, img is defined by the image, src means source equal to bird dot image. Alt means board of the photo of the bird. These are the two attributes we are going to use in the image tag. So the multiple attributes are separated by the space. Next we are going to see about HTML table. HTML table tag is used to display the data in the tabular form, row into column. There can be many columns in a row which can create a table to display the data in tabular form using table element with the help of TR table row, TD table definition and TH is the table headings element. In each table row is defined by the TR tag, table header is defined by the TH and table data can be defined by the TD tag. These are the tags we are going to use in the HTML tag. Table can be used to define the table, TR table row, TD table cell, TH table header cell, T head define a group of the table header, T body define the group of the table body, T footer define the group of the table footer. Next is a good example for the HTML table. First we have to going to do in the HTML head and title. Inside the body of the tag we are going to define all the table attributes. TR, TH, first TR and ends with the TR only. First we have to start what type of tag, that data, that table tag only we have to ending the data. We should not change the order. HTML list. HTML lists are used to specify the list of information. All lists may contain one or more list element. There are three different types of HTML list. Order list or unordered list. The tag is OL. Unordered list or bullet list. The tag is UL. Description list or the definition list. The tag is DL. HTML order list or the number list. In the order HTML list, all the list items are marked with the numbers by default. It is known as number list also. The order list starts with OL tag and the list items sorted with LI tag. We have to start the order list in OL. Inside the OL we have to define the LI, that means list. What we are going to do, the types of list we have to order in the list. This is the output. That means we have to use in OL means the number should be displayed. Likewise only we are going to the order list. In unordered list means it can be defined by the bullet. That means we have to declare the bullet list. In HTML unordered list, all the list items are marked with the bullets. It is also known as bulleted list also. The unordered list starts with UL tag and list items started with the LI tag. This is a good example of the unordered list. HTML description list or the definition list. HTML description list is also a list style which is supported by the HTML and XHTML. It is also known as definition list, where entries are listed like the dictionary and or encyclopedia. The definition list is very appropriate where we want to present the glossary, list of terms or the other name value list. The HTML definition list contains the following three tags. DL tag defines the start of the list. DD tag defines the term. DD tag defines the term definition. Next we are going to see about the HTML form. An HTML form is a section of a document which contains the controls such as text field, password field, checkboxes, radio buttons, submit buttons and menus, etc. An HTML form facilitates the user to enter data that is to be sent to the server for processing such as name, email address, password, phone numbers and etc. HTML form, this is the syntax. First, the form action. Which type of URL we are going to serve, like that. Method, what it should be, the get or the post, that means read or the write. In input buttons we are going to put a text field, text area, radio button, command button. All these types of forms should be used. This is the form tag. Form, it defines an HTML form to enter inputs by the used side. Input, it defines an input control. Text area, it defines a multi-line input control. Label, it defines a label for an input element. Field set, it groups the related element in a form. Legend, it defines the caption for a field set element. Select, it defines the drop down list. Option group, it defines the group of related options in a drop down list. Options, it defines the options in a drop down list. Button, it defines the clickable button. Next, data list, keygen and output. In data list, it can specify the list of predefined options for input control. Keygen, it defines the keypad generator field for forms. Output, it defines the result of a calculations. The HTML form, it can be provide the document section to take input from the user. It provides various interactive controls for submitting the information to web servers such as text field, text area, password field, etc. Syntax, form elements, /form. Next, we are going to see about the in form, what are the input element we are going to use. The input element is fundamental form element. It is used to create form field to check input from user. We can apply different input field to gather different information from the user. Following is the example to show the simple text input. Body, form, enter your area, BR, input type equal to text, name equal to username. Next, HTML anchor. The HTML anchor tag defines a hyperlink that links one page to the another page. It can create a hyperlink to other web page as well as files, location or any URL. The href attribute is the most important attribute of a HTML, a tag and which links to destination page or URL. href attributes of HTML anchor tag. It is used to define the address of the file to be linked. In other words, it points out the destination page. The syntax of HTML anchor is given below. A href equal to what are the href we are going to do? Then link text. We have to link some of the text into the one group. Appearance of HTML anchor tag. An unvisited link is displayed underlined on blue. A visited link displayed underlined on purple. An active link is underlined on red. HTML is the new 5 is the new version, next version of HTML. Here you will get some branded new features which will make the HTML easier. This new introduction feature make your website layout clear to both website designer and user. There are some elements like header, footer, navigation, that means name, and article that defines the layout of your website. Why we are going to use the HTML5? It is enriched with advanced features which makes it easy and interactive for designer and developer and user. It allows you to play the video and audio file. It allows to drag and canvas. It can facilitate to design the better forms and build web application that work offline. It provides advanced features would normally have to write JavaScript to do. The most important reason to use HTML5, we believe it is not going anywhere. It will be here to serve a long time according to the W3C recommendation. HTML canvas tag. The HTML canvas element provide the element a bitmap surface to work with. It is used to draw graphics on the web page. It is used to draw the graphics using scripting language like JavaScript. The canvas element is only a container for graphics, must need a scripting language to draw the graphics. The canvas element allows for the dynamic and the scriptable rendering from 2D shapes and bitmap pages. It is a low-level procedure model that updates a bitmap and does not have a built-in scene. There are several methods in Canvas to draw path, boxes, circles, text and add images. How to create a HTML canvas? A canvas is a rectangle-like area on an HTML page. It is specified with canvas element. By default, the canvas element has no border and no content. It is like container. Canvas ID equal to my canvas, width equal to 200, height is equal to 100 and canvas. This is the example of canvas tag example. Now we are going to expand about the drawing the line on the canvas. If you have to draw the straight line on the canvas, use the following two methods: move to and line to. Move to x comma y. It is used to define the starting point of the line. Line to, it is used to define the ending point of the line. If we draw the line, we starting the point is 0, 0 and end point 200, 100. Use the stroke method to draw the line. This is the example of the canvas line and it is used to drawing the element on the script.